Hello everybody, I'm Baltmatrix, and let's look at another little dinosaur. This time we are taking a look at Transformers Legacy Evolution Dinobot Sludge. Now you may remember that I have recently looked at a Dinobot Slug, who is right here. And as I said in Slug's review, that art is just so good. Hasbro's been just absolutely doing wonderfully with all the art lately. Sludge is a very strange little bot. I do like the coloring. It works well, the black, the red, the gold, and the gray, but is just proportioned very oddly, and it doesn't make a whole lot of sense until you realize how it transforms and how the little dude combines with Slug. The head sculpt on this little guy is my absolute favorite. I just love the way he looks. That face just works so much better than the bright red Slug face. Posability of the little dude. Head is on a swivel that's pretty darn tight, but it does move. Arms are on ball joints, but they're ridiculously tight. And then there is a hinge here for the transformation, but it doesn't really work in robot mode. The torso is on a swivel, and then we get down to the legs. The legs are actually connected on swivel joints here in the hips. And the giant outsides are actually the thighs. And then the inner leg is the knee. It's right there. It's just very oddly proportioned, but it makes sense considering what you have to do with this guy. So, yeah, it's a very, very odd robot mode that has a swivel in the absolute weirdest place, but just standing on a shelf, it looks absolutely fine. In terms of height, he is a little bit shorter than Slug, and, well, a little bit stockier, which is weird because I always thought Sludge was bigger than Slug. Sludge's transformation is easy, and I like it. To start off with, take the entire upper torso and turn it around 180 degrees, and then fold the dino head up 1 or 2 clicks. Don't fold it up all the way, because then we need to take the arms and fold them up and combine them, and then those will fold into the chest, and then we could flip the dino head up, and it will peg into place just at the, or behind the shoulders. Next, take the legs, combine them, and then flip them around, and the fists will fold up into that cavity like that. And that's it. That's the transformation. There's nothing else. There's no other posability either. We have a very, very weird Apatosaurus. I don't think this dinosaur mode works all that well. It's much too squat. It's much too misproportioned for a proper Apatosaurus or Brontosaurus or whatever the heck the dino designation is at this point in time. I don't know. I am not a paleontologist. I'm not digging it. I'm just not digging it. It doesn't look right to me. There's no symmetry going on. Now, yes, Sludge has always been a bit on the misproportioned side, but this is taking it a bit far. And I mean, look at this. Slug is way bigger in dino mode, which doesn't make any sense. Getting him back into robot mode is simply snap the figure in half along the body, fold out the legs again, take the head and fold it out, push the arms up a little bit, and that will allow you to spin the whole thing around. Then unpeg the arm section, or the body section of the dino mode, fold the dino head down, and split the legs apart. And there we go. Very easy transformation. Now Sludge has one more transformation, and that is the combined mode. To start off with, take the arms and point them straight up like that. Then come down to the legs and swivel them around like so. And take the feet and flip them up until they kind of just rest and snap into place right there. And that's kind of it. Then take the tail section for Slug and peg it into the chest with the connector bit pointing up like that. Now there are 3 pegs on the bottom of Slug, 1 under the mouth and 2 sticking off the chest. Those will peg into the 2 peg holes on either side of the head and the 1 peg hole right in front that we've just now created. And what I like to do is fold the arms out like that. You'll see why in a second. So peg those in, and getting this pegged into place is, it's just really annoying. It is, because the head is supposed to go up into that cavity, and then those are supposed to peg down, and it doesn't feel like they go in all the way. Now, on the inside of Sludge's arms are these big peg holes. Those peg in to those pegs on the side of Slug. And you want to make sure that these pieces that are underneath the, well, I guess it would be the collarbone of Volcanicus, are flipped as far forward as they can, because that means that you have room and clearance to get the fist in there. And we have a torso, ladies and gentlemen. Yep, we got a torso. That actually holds together really well. The only thing I'm worried about is, these swivels aren't the tightest. They'll probably work, but they're not the tightest. And, well, those peg holes and these slots, that all looks like instead of just pegging straight down, it'll slot in and peg down, or peg down, and then something will slot into place to hold everything together. So, from what folks have said in my previous comments, we'll have Grimlock and Snarl as the legs, and then the Ankylosaurus from, well, somewhere, I think its name is Sledge, and Swoop will be the arms, because that's the way Monstructor was set up. And remember, Monstructor, or I should say Dino King from Transformers Victory, all of the Pretender shells were dinosaurs with giant freaking lasers on them. So yeah, that's kind of what they're going for here. And so far it's working. Overall, I like Sludge. I honestly do. It's compromised, yes, but it's a fun little figure at core class, so what else do you expect? I'm really looking forward to seeing what the rest of Volcanicus is, and I am definitely looking forward to Monstructor. Getting not completely new molds, but definitely repainted and possibly new heads on all these characters into a new Monstructor. Yes, please. Alright, folks, let me know what you think of this little dinosaur down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I have been Baltmatrix, and I'll catch you all next time.